All right, welcome back to another Tool World podcast. I'm your host, David Jew, and I'm here with Master Jew.
How's it going there, Mr. Jew?
Pretty good. All right, so last week we talked a little bit about should we change things in the encyclopedia. And so we were kind of discussing about so how some other people do a side piercing kick, right? And in our organization, we're using the foot sword and pulling the toes back, right? So pulling them up, kind of like flexing it. But we've also seen it where the toes are down. Why might someone else pull it down, and is that valid?
Yeah, no. Again, I think it's interpretation. No, not this. In this case, I don't know if it's interpretation. I've seen that. As a matter of fact, when I was growing up in Taekwondo, it was interesting because we would do it toes down, toes up. And so the comment was, if you're in Rome, you do what the Romans do. Mm-hmm. So if you're with General Che, then the toes are up, and if you're with so and so, then the toes are down. Okay, mm-hmm. So I've done it both ways. Mm-hmm. No doubt about that. Well, which one do I go with? Maybe that's your question. I'm not sure if that's your question. Which should it be, one or the other? Maybe if we talk about the why should it be up or why should it be down? Let's talk about that first. Okay. What do you think? Toe up or toe down?
Well, my question is that if you have someone that has the toes up and they break 12 boards, and you got someone that has toes down and they break 12 boards,
is there a difference?
Does it matter, right? If the job was done, does it matter, right? If I punch like this and I break 9 boards, not that it's gonna happen. Is the punch valid?
Yeah, punch is a punch, a kick is a kick. Yeah, whatever works, right?
Yeah.
I always say that about self-defense. I mean, it doesn't matter what your technique is as long as you're the last guy standing.
Right.
There probably is some more efficiency in certain things, right? And so I'm just going to explain the explanation why I would do it toes down. Not that we do that,
but
I never teach it that way anymore.
Yeah.
So the idea is that by having it down, the toes down with the big toes up, actually makes your foot a little bit more rigid. And so if you think about it and you try that, and I kind of think that might be true, especially in the upper part of the foot, mm-hmm. right? I mean, if you go ahead and just try that, push your toes down with the thumbs up, you might feel there's more tension.
Like a fist.
Well, maybe, let's say knife hand. Mm-hmm. So if I push that knife hand out, mm-hmm. the bottom part, yes. It makes it stronger. But then you don't want this like arch on the knife hand,
yeah.
You know. And so it does. I think it does flex the foot in a certain way, right? Mm-hmm. In the Encyclopedia, General Che says the toes are pulled back, and so I think in that, for me, I'm mm-hmm. just going to say for me, when I pull my toes back, it pulls my foot back as opposed to pushing it forward. Mm-hmm. When I push my toes down, I myself feel like my foot is kind of more forward, where my not the heel, but like the side ball of the foot, not the ball of the foot, but where the side is for the ball of the foot. Mm-hmm. For me, I feel like I can't pull my foot back as far. Mm-hmm. It feels like it's leading a little bit, mm-hmm. right? But that's not the tool. The tool is the foot sword, which is the 1/3 of the back of the heel, the side of the heel. Mm-hmm. So we got to hit with that part of the foot mm-hmm. in order to do that. So for me, I feel like, yes, I do feel like I get more tension in the foot, but I also feel like my foot is pointed a little bit forward. When I pull my toes back, I feel like my foot pulls back more and the heel is more protruded. Mm-hmm. Right or wrong? Well, I think if I'm an instructor and if I'm trying to do what the encyclopedia is, then I have to kind of stick with that. Mm-hmm. And there are so many techniques that different instructors do differently, and then not saying it's right or wrong, right? Mm-hmm. For instance, in Warang, and this goes back to what we talked about last week, Warang, where is the heel up or down, right? Movement number 11. Is it up or down? Well, some people have it down, some people have it up. Well, the encyclopedia has it up. The back heel's up.
Yeah.
So when you change that, now you're changing general chase work.
Hmm. I think, yeah, that's really what it comes down to,
Right.
the bottom line.
Not saying right or wrong.
No,
right?
yeah, but it's just,
Just-
like instructor,
Instructor,
organization,
interpretation. Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, so let us know your thoughts on toes up, toes down on the side piercing kick. But thanks for jumping into another Tool World podcast. Don't forget to leave us a like and a comment and let us know. But don't forget to be safe.
Keep training.
We'll see you guys.
Take
next week.
one.